See. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a live stream. We haven't done one of these in forever. We are currently at Disney Springs. It is, I can't even remember the last time that we've actually been here, but
It's been far too long.
it's been forever.
Yeah.
So we wanted to kind of come into Disney Springs,
What's AMA?
ask me anything.
Oh.
So we wanted to come into
I
Disney.
thought it was against medical advice.
It could.
Because that's what it is for me.
It very well could be in some cases, especially when we're talking about cruising, or I'm sure we'll end up talking about some Run Disney stuff at some point. But
Oh, we'll have to. We were just talking about it.
with all that being said, we wanted to come in and get some Gideons. We have not had Gideons in forever. I really want a coffee from Gideons, and I'd love if they had some, like, peanut butter chocolate cake. So, Nico the Greco, hello, good morning. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever since we've, it has been forever since we've done a live stream, but Taylor continues to take selfies.
I couldn't get it right. I got it.
It's really funny. I know that most of you, we haven't ever met in person.
But it feels like we know them.
But it feels like we know you because you're always in the live streams, you're always chatting, you're always talking, and commenting. So I appreciate that. And, it's really great. Monica, hello. Good morning. We are at, if you can't tell, Disney Springs here in Walt Disney World. We decided to come over. We wanted to get some Gideons. So I was just saying I really wanted to get a coffee and peanut butter chocolate cake, assuming that they have it.
Ooh, something smells really good.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. What do you think it is? Enzo's?
No.
Is it Chef R. Smith's?
STK, maybe?
STK?
I think that's what we're closest
It's very
to right
garlicky
now.
smelling.
It's very garlicky.
Farah, hi. Hello. So I thought I'd do a live stream. We don't have a podcast posting today. Taylor and I were going to record one on the drive down to Fort Lauderdale for the cruise that we were just on. And we didn't end up recording one. It was like a lot of stop and go traffic, and it was just a little chaotic.
It
So
sure was. Fort Lauderdale was crazy.
Yeah. So I thought we'd just do a little live stream here while we're down here in Disney Springs and waiting. So I think I'm also really just curious to see what this is looking like down here, because
Me too.
it's been so long since we've, arrived at Disney Springs early. It doesn't officially open up until 10 o'clock. And, normally the line for Gideon's, begins to form pretty early. So,
We've gotten in the line clear back here.
oh yeah, clear back here by Morimoto. So, whew,
Maybe there isn't a line.
there might not be one. Maybe
we're just still those people.
No, I still see. I think these people are going to show up and probably get in line. I'm sure there's going to be people around this corner.
Still don't see anybody yet.
Oh, there's some
there they
people.
are.
Oh, it's not super long though.
No, it's not. It's only 9:30. It's 9:35, so that's
Yeah.
only this will be like a 45-minute wait.
The hype is dying down.
I'm fine with that.
Me too. Wow. Has it been a while? This is totally new to us. Patty's Bar. Haven't seen that yet. That's pretty cool. Nice little bar outside.
So if you want to walk around or whatever else,
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just going to sit here.
that's a boring live stream, buddy.
Well, it's an Ask Me Anything one, so it's more of just chit-chatting and talking. It's kind of hard to walk around and keep this thing steady. Actually, can you just hold that for a second?
Slow.
Because I'm just going to clip this to me so I don't have to hold it. Hi. There we go. Whew. Okay, so Farah just asked a question. I'm assuming maybe she booked a cruise with you, Taylor?
Yes, she did.
She said, Taylor, you'll be happy. I want to try cruising again. We'll be in touch. She said, have we ever done Bermuda before?
We have not.
So
If you go to Bermuda, it's got to be in the summer though, because Bermuda is like the same area as like South Carolina. So if you go in the winter, it might be chilly.
might not be as warm as you think. So yeah, we haven't done that yet. And I think that's eventually at some point we will do it. And we'll probably do it from like a northern port.
Will we?
Yeah, because I think that's what most people end up doing. Is like they sail out of
Go out of Cape Canaveral again.
Cape Canaveral.
Sorry, Cape
You mean
Liberty.
New Jersey?
Cape Liberty.
People do it out of like Baltimore or New Jersey or something like that. So, but yeah, New York City to Bermuda, summer, yes. So eventually, at some point, we'll try that. And I think some of the best ones to do are overnighters, where you have multiple overnights as well.
There are sailings that do overnights at Bermuda.
There are overnights. What?
Like cruise?
Overnights, yeah.
Isn't that what you
in
were
Bermuda.
saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monica, I booked a maritime cruise with Nikki. She is so nice. Hopefully that's Nikki from the
Levine?
agency.
Or Dosset.
Yeah, there's a couple of.
We got two Nickies.
There's a couple. But yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. We haven't done one yet, like I said, and I'm sure we'll do one here in the future at some point when we're trying to find some to do. What time is it? I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk this way, just a little ways. Whew. All right. So, hey guys, hope you are enjoying being back in Florida. Of course, always weather's wonderful. It's super hot. So, we just came off of the Disney Dream. So, we just did a 5-night sailing from Fort Lauderdale on the Disney Dream. Went to Cozumel, Mexico. And then it went to Castaway Cay, which was really nice, super great, a lot of fun. And it was by far the most relaxing cruise that we have done yet. And that needs some context, because I don't want people to think that you can't do as many cruises as we have and they're not relaxing. It's just that Taylor and I choose to make them not as relaxing. Levy Vlogs, hello! It's great to see you. I mean, not in person, obviously, but to hear from you. So, so we just got off the Disney Dream, super relaxing. We took pretty much almost every morning for probably 3 or 4 hours and just relaxed by the pool, which is something that we don't normally do. We usually get up, we eat breakfast, and then we go right into meeting characters or going to trivia or doing something on the ship. And this was so relaxing. It was just so great. So, Nikki Dawson, yeah. She's always very helpful and knowledgeable. Yeah, she's really great. We've met her a few times. Got to hang out with her at a few of our GoldCon events. She's really great. She really knows what she's talking about when it comes to cruising as well. So a little shout out just for Goldgell Getaways. If you guys want some help planning a cruise, you can head on over to goldgellgetaways.com and start planning today, or you can work one-on-one with Taylor. But yeah, so we just came off the Disney Dream, and then we did a excursion in Cozumel, which is one that we haven't done before, but I will say that we always seem to find the best snorkeling excursions when it comes to doing something in Cozumel or in the Caribbean, because we always end up having a really great time on the boat afterwards. So we also have a ton more content coming out from the Diamond Princess. So if you haven't watched those, make sure that you're checking those out. But yeah, if you got questions about cruising, a specific cruise line, whatever, that's what I wanted to do this morning with this live stream for a little while. Is just kind of answer some questions, because I see a lot of people. It's funny, the more so here's a little thing, right? So when you do a cruise, you can join a Facebook group, and almost every cruise has a Facebook group. And that Facebook group is, essentially kind of like a meeting place, right? So it'd be we were just on the Dream, so it'd be the Disney Dream sailing June 7th to the 12th, 2025. And anybody who's going to be on that sailing can join that group, essentially. And it's a great place for you to ask questions, or, if you've got kids and you want to see if there's other people with kids, and those kids, the kids can hang out or whatever, meet people. It's really nice. It's easy. But the funny thing is that the more groups that you end up joining, because Taylor and I do a lot of cruising, so we join a lot of groups, we see a lot of questions that, to us, because we've done it so many times, seems really obvious. But for a lot of people, it might not be that obvious. For a lot of people, they're asking if the restaurants in the main dining room are included, or they're asking questions like, you know, do I have to, you know, add extra money to tips, or I already prepaid for tips? Do I have to tip even more? Yada yada, things like that. So the Facebook groups are really great, and we see a lot of questions that come through. But one of the main things I think that I've been seeing a lot of are people asking about, is the cruise actually all inclusive? And when it comes to dining, you know, do you have to pay extra for that food? And in the main dining room, you really don't, unless the cruise line may have like some upcharges, right? So Royal Caribbean, Princess, Celebrity, Norwegian, all of those and many other cruise lines will charge you an upcharge for something like a T-bone steak, you know, or like an 8-ounce filet mignon or something like that each night of the cruise if you want to get that. But when you're in the main dining room, there's usually always other things that are included on that menu, like a strip steak is usually included, and a chicken or a fish, you know, vegetarian option, things like that. They're all you know, it is all inclusive, and you don't need to make dining reservations, especially on Disney. We saw a lot of that. A lot of people were asking if they needed to make dining reservations for the main dining rooms, and on Disney you don't have to do that. It's all included except for Palo, which is a, you know, an adult-only restaurant, and Remy, which is also an adult-only restaurant. Those are two that you do have to make a reservation for and you have to pay for, but the other 3 main dining rooms, which you rotate throughout the length that you're sailing, those are all included. So, yeah. So if you got questions, let me know what those questions are. Man, I'll tell you what. So we just coming off of the Diamond Princess back in April, and I know it's June now, which feels like it was a lifetime ago that we were on the Princess, or the Diamond Princess in Japan. But I honestly wish that we could go back like tomorrow. Japan was an amazing country to be in. It was an amazing country to explore, and having the, you know, basically almost 3 weeks that we had in Japan was not enough time, you know. And of course, like, it's easy to say that about everywhere. Aaron, hello, Aaron. It was so great. There was just so much to see. The people were so nice. The food was fantastic. And there were so many great places that we got to explore, and so many places that we didn't. So you know, we've been talking about, like, are we going to be able to, like, kind of make it back to Japan here in the near future? And honestly, probably not. We're going to try and do things that we haven't done before, you know. So we've been to Japan, so now maybe we'll do some other type of Southeast Asian cruise. You know, that starts in Singapore. That probably won't be Disney because, you know, I've said this before, but like, if we do a Disney cruise, the Disney cruise that I will only do now will be ones that are in basically the U.S. And that are in the Caribbean or the Bahamas, because to me, I want a Disney cruise to be super relaxing. Renee, are you all going on another river cruise soon? Great question. We don't officially have one booked at this moment, but I will tell you this, that we are constantly looking at pricing for river cruises and at the different river cruising companies. So it is always on the radar. And the funny thing is that, like, our schedule has to be super, super flexible with how we travel. So Taylor and I do wedding photography and videography, and we travel all over the country to do that. So we have actually, I want to say it's like maybe the first week in August, we'll be in Boston. You know, we're going to be on the Disney Dream again later in the year, doing a wedding on there. And we've got more weddings down here in Florida. We have weddings up in Pennsylvania. So we're all over the place. And with that being said, our schedule has to be flexible. So if we can find a river cruise that happens to pop up, has good pricing, and fits within that schedule, then we will definitely do it. I will say that I think something that we are probably more looking forward to is going to be like a early spring. So we want to try and hit a river cruise in Europe that is, you know, in the springtime, kind of almost on the cusp of like summer travel, but maybe not quite. So like maybe mid-June, where the weather is like pretty nice not super hot, but it's also not super crowded. So not everything might be like open as far as like some attractions go, or like festivals or things that they might hit. But as for the most part, you know, we're looking for nice weather. We've done Europe now twice in the wintertime, right? So we just did the Christmas markets as a road trip this past year. And then we did the river cruise, what was that, 2 years ago? 2022, was it now? 2023? I can't really remember. And that was fantastic. So we really want to do one in the warmer time where we can maybe enjoy a little bit more of the pool deck area on the river cruise ship. Enjoy like some of the sunshine, things like that. So definitely the tulips would be amazing. Yes, absolutely. We missed tulips when we were just there in July when we did Iceland and Norway, and then went down to Amsterdam, you know, the Netherlands, stuff like that on our cruise, which was not a river cruise. Again, that was the ocean cruise that we did on the Prima, but would love to get there and see tulips. That would be absolutely fantastic. So, Monica, I love Japan. We are going back in November. We went to so many places and I felt like we didn't even do that much. There's so much to do. Absolutely. And I mean, that goes very true for every country that you're going to visit. There's always going to be so much more that you could do and not get to do it. So, yeah, Japan was great. My gosh, I think so. What we've shared so far, I was really looking forward to doing the Mount Fuji, you know, and it ended up being a little bit of a disappointment in the tour that we booked, but nonetheless, I would absolutely, you know, go see Mount Fuji again. Not with that tour company, but you know, maybe next time that we're there, we'll plan to do 2 or 3 days where we just kind of train out and stay somewhere out there near Mount Fuji and get more time to actually explore and see the mountain. But I think now too, what was really cool about this cruise, and we'll talk about this more later on, is doing Japan the way that we did it is kind of like doing the western coast of the United States, or even the eastern coast of the United States, where like down in Nagasaki, the weather's very warm, it's pleasant, it's really nice. But as you continue to move further north, you get into a different climate, right? And I really equate this to like California when we did the road trip to California back in like 2021 or 2022, where, you know, it was really warm, kind of like in the LA area, and then as you make your way further north, northern part of California up into Oregon, the climate just really changes. And Japan was really like that. It was really cool to see that change, especially as we got to the northern part and we were starting to get to places where there was a lot of snow. So cruising is really great to just be able to, you know, really get a taste for a destination, a country. And if you really enjoy it, it gives you that opportunity to then maybe do your own trip, your own road trip, your own whatever you want to do, or you could do a land tour where somebody takes care of all of the transportation for you, and you just have to, you know, make sure that your stuff gets packed up and bags are on and everything else. So, oh my gosh, if you're in Boston, please go to Cape Cod and go to the National Seashore. Oh, that's a really great idea. We've been trying to figure out what we're going to do when we go up to Boston, so we'll definitely add that and see about doing that. That should be a lot of fun. It should be really cool. We would love to do that. You know, I always say, if you don't know this, Taylor used to be just a diehard Disney person, didn't want to do anything else other than Disney, didn't want to see the world. And then she did want to go to Vegas once. So I said, if we go to Vegas for your birthday, we can do that, but I want 1 day for myself. And I planned 1 day to just drive out to the Grand Canyon. And it just changed her whole world. And so now we are doing a lot more of, you know, seeing things all over the world, right? And national parks, national seashores, all those things are definitely on the table now. So we'll add that. Nico, do you guys plan on coming out west again, like Sedona or the Grand Canyon? At the moment, we don't have anything planned to go out west, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, you know, we have maybe like 2 weeks in July. That doesn't necessarily mean that like that won't happen, because that's usually what always ends up happening with us, is we don't really have a plan to do something, and then we're kind of just like looking around and pricing things out, and then we're like, let's go do it. So could happen. At the moment, we don't. I've been telling Taylor that I would really, really love to go and do another California trip. When we did that California road trip, I think we only had like, I think maybe like 3 or 4 days. I think it was like a Wednesday to a Sunday, and we covered a lot of ground. So I'd really love to do that again with a lot more time than what we had the first time. So definitely could happen. Mr. Cruise Fever, been a while. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. I'm checking on this line over here. I see that it is moving a little bit. We are currently in Disney Springs, and we're waiting for Gideon's to open up. Taylor's in line over here, right there. There she is. We're waiting for it to open up. So our all Carnival Cruise guests is waiting for the new Carnival VIFP program to be announced sometime soon. So I will admit that I don't really know that much about Carnival because we don't sail on Carnival. I know that a ton of people will defend Carnival to the death, but for the most part, they really have just not ever had that great of a reputation for their cruise line. Now, I will say that the new island / destination that they have, the new private like beach that they have that's coming out, does look really great, and we may get on a Carnival cruise just to go and experience that. But yeah, I don't really know that much about Carnival. I don't stay on top of that. The really great thing about being with a great travel agency like Goldgell Getaways is that there are, I don't say we have tons of agents, but we do have quite a few who have cruised Carnival, they love Carnival, they sell Carnival. And if somebody ever came to us asking about Carnival, we send them right there to those agents to work with them. So, Nico, the Grand Canyon looks like a picture even when you are standing right in front of it. It absolutely does. So we've done, I guess I don't know if I ever actually posted a video about this. So we just went out west last May. I don't know if I actually did. I guess I need to go back and see about that stuff. But we went out west with my brother and his friends. They did zero planning, and we ended up kind of getting tagged onto this trip last minute and planning everything for them last minute, which was kind of fun. But we did end up going to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So the last time that Taylor and I were there, we did the west rim, which is the closest you can get from Vegas, essentially. And we did the north rim this past time in last May, and it's really funny because you're right, it is. When you're standing there, it still looks like a photo. I mean, it's just absolutely, like, it's impossible to really just like fathom it being there, you know. And it is kind of just like a giant hole in the ground, but it's more than that, obviously. I mean, like, it's absolutely stunning and beautiful. So we still need to go see the southern rim of the Grand Canyon, which is kind of like, I think, the most touristy part, right, where a lot of people go. So we have yet to do that. So eventually we will make it there as well and see that. So, but yeah, we've got Hawaii coming up here in November, which will be really great. Looking forward to that. Actually, my parents are going. It's their 25th anniversary, so myself and my siblings all kind of pitched in to take them on a cruise for their 25th anniversary, so it should be a lot of fun. And I think they'll have a good time, especially with the rest of the group, because it is a group cruise, if you guys don't know. So if you are interested, I see that, you know, I know some of you in here aren't going on our group cruise in May of 2026, which is on the Disney Fantasy. And it's actually going to be over Taylor and I's anniversary. We also have some birthdays, not Taylor and I's birthdays, but we have some other people that are going to be having or celebrating a birthday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be doing a lot of stuff and a lot of surprises. We've got some custom pins to give people. We'll have stickers, and we're doing some other fun things as well. So fair. I can 100% recommend Moby Dick's in Wellfleet. Get a scallop sandwich, and also Race Point Beach and a whale watch. Oh, okay, perfect. I love doing those. Whale watches, different things like that. So we'll definitely add that when we are up there in the Boston area. And head out that way to Cape Cod for sure. The line is getting, it's not open yet. We still have 4 minutes before Gideon's opens up. So if you don't know, here in Disney Springs, Gideon's is like the place to be. You know, this is the queue line here. Usually they have somebody back here and they tell people to like wrap this part of the line back down around this building, so they're not out blocking the walkway, because you see everybody has to like swing out around them now. But you know, this is the line for Gideon's, and they've almost always had a line, I think, since they've opened, like almost entirely. I don't know that there's really ever been a time when the store has opened and they haven't had you know, a line to get in. So it is officially opened up and they are letting some people in. I think Taylor just texted me. She doesn't see me over here, so we'll just walk on over here. Hoping we can bring Gideon's on our Disney cruise. I don't see why not. I don't think Disney really has a lot of strict restrictions when it comes to like food on the ship, so you could definitely do that. There's Taylor. She's standing in line. I'll just wait out here. Oh, Taylor just said, I guess you ain't getting anything because you ain't in the line. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till you get up here. I'm gonna sit in the shade. Renee, I love their iced coffees. Yes, their iced coffees here at Gideon's are absolutely to die for. They're the best. So good. Chris, how have you not tried their cold brew? That's like a sin. You gotta get it. It's like the one thing to get. I mean, the cookies are great too. I actually don't like the cookies here. I prefer the cake slices and the coffee. But you know, so only been twice. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I guess if you come here later in the evening, getting a coffee isn't necessarily like the greatest thing to do, especially if you want to sleep later that night. But you got to try it at least once. They are so good. They are so good. So after we get our Gideons, we're actually going to walk over to the Disney store, the World of Disney, and walk around. Taylor wanted to do some shopping. Not really sure what she's going to buy. Probably a Spirit jersey if I had to guess, or something, but we'll see. So again, if you guys got any questions about cruising, anything like that, drop them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them, as long as they're not Carnival. Mr. Cruise Fever is going to be the guy that knows all about Carnival, so I refer to you. Oh wow, look at what is this? This guy's got like a, that's like a cooler bag. What? Isn't that crazy? It's a new lunchbox. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. I think Taylor wants that. So he'll use that as her lunchbox for work. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's one right there. And that's pretty cool. An Aaron Rodgers Steelers jersey? Did Aaron Rodgers go to the Steelers? That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for the Steelers. They're not going to do very well. He's kind of gone past his time, I think. It's time for him to just retire. Give it up, you know? So, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, so we've got Hawaii. For anybody that is going on our Hawaii cruise that is in the chat or rewatching, we will be releasing essentially everything that we're going to be doing on the cruise. So I think one of the things about the group cruises that like I really enjoy is that we don't really like force you to do anything that we're doing. We let you know what we're doing. If you want to come and tag along, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to. So it's totally up to you. So we're going to be finalizing all of our stuff this week. So Taylor and I are going to be going in almost like 5 days before the Hawaii cruise to do that. And we're going to basically get a rental car and drive around Oahu, the big island. And then my parents are going to fly in on Thanksgiving Day, and we'll pick them up at the airport and then take them to do whatever, you know, visit Pearl Harbor. Definitely going to do that. And then we'll also be doing a luau there in Hawaii. So Taylor found one like on TikTok or something. You know, she's the one who finds all the fun stuff on TikTok. Then we go do it. And it turns out usually pretty well. So we're almost there. Almost to the line. And it's only 10 o'clock, 10:01. Walking in? Oh, I have to multitask, which isn't going to be good. On Maui, head to Chris, I can't even read that. My English no good.
I can hand it to you like right before we get up there if you want. That
Oh,
way
okay.
you're not draining my battery.
Okay.
They have umbrellas too, look at them.
I thought they've always had umbrellas.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe?
Maybe just not. I don't know.
I like the scent
Looks,
of the candle.
definitely looks like a marketing right there. Like, oh, look at this stuff you can buy.
Of course it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sit over in the shade. Haleakula. Okay, that works. Haleakula. In Maui. We will definitely check that out. Oh boy, we're next. We're next. Taylor, what are you gonna get?
I gotta see what kind of cake they have in there, but I might still get one of the coffee cake cookies. That's my favorite. And you can only get them in the morning. Make sure you move out to the side so you're not in the video.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Sure.
Gotta get the classic swivel here.
The classic
Haven't done it in a
swivel.
little while.
Taylor hasn't done her swivel in a while.
This is the menu.
Oh yeah, let's see. It's having the worst time trying to focus on it. All right, everybody. Go ahead. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Take the sunglasses off so I can see.
Look at these cabinets, they're so different.
If you've never been into Gideon's, this is Gideon's. It is a cookie cake restaurant, not a restaurant, cookie cake shop. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad. I don't see the cake. Oh no, they don't, I guess, huh? Maybe because it changes so often? I know, I saw that. I'm really sad. Whew.
It's not listed on here, but it was on their Instagram.
What was it?
I forget.
Bum, 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 bum.
Right here, June slices. Today is Friday. Cookies and cream. I think we've had that before and it was good.
Yeah. I don't even see the peanut butter on there.
PB cup.
Oh, there it is. Limited edition special PB cup and a carrot cake on Wednesdays.
Saturday cinnamon roll cake.
Oh my.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Yeah, so it's a little busy, but it moves. Usually it moves pretty quick.
A little busy, it's just always busy.
Yeah. What I was saying is, like, I don't know that there's ever been a time when there hasn't been a line to get in
Well, do you
before
remember
opening?
that? I have, before opening, I don't think so. I have a video from a while ago that I posted on Instagram
Yeah.
Reels where we showed up at like 6 p.m. or something and we literally just walked right in.
Oh yes, yeah. But before opening,
Before opening, no.
always a line. So
Are you going to get the cake?
we might just get
Cookies
the
and cream?
Oreo.
Cookies and cream, not Oreo.
Oh, cookies and cream. That's what I meant.
Let's see if they have like a small sticker. The stickers I see in there
They do have some interesting merch. Oh, they got pins over there too. And are those patches? Or are they just stickers? The line was really moving and then it stopped.
Do I need a cookie?
Probably not. I just want some cake. I don't think the cookies are that great.
When are we going to eat the cake? This afternoon?
Maybe.
No, the coffee cake cookie in the morning is the best cookie.
Oh, well, get a coffee cake cookie then. I'm not going to stop you.
Oh god, I'm going to have so much food to eat today.
Renee says the cookies are better heated. Honestly, haven't had a cookie from here in years. I think the last time I had a cookie is when we got like a bunch of them and ate them all at once.
We didn't eat them all at once, we tried them all
You're right,
at
we
once.
tried them all at once.
We had like a bite of each.
Well,
We are slow moving. Renee, we've actually never been to the other location, I don't think,
No.
right?
We talked about going before this.
Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
I know that like a lot of people go there because it's not as busy.
But I don't think they have the cake there.
But oh yeah, do they have the cakes there? I guess would be the question, since we've never been there. Oh, I'm just so disappointed. I was just so looking forward to that chocolate peanut butter.
It was good though. I remember having it before.
We'll get it. I'm sure it'll be good. Oh, sorry. That's what we're gonna get. That cake right there. I love how they get those the drizzle. I love how they get the drizzle down the sides too. So here's all of the cake slices, and they are massive cake slices too. Oh, they have a peanut butter and jelly cake, salted caramel, but yeah, we're gonna get this one. They usually move pretty quick too. Just me. Yum, I'll have one of each, please. Yes. So will I. Oh, can you Apple Pay?
Yeah.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, you could just ask. I don't see any at the moment. Oh, yeah, no, I just see the regular big ones. Sorry. Some different cookies over here. Hello. May I have a slice of the cookies and cream?
Okay.
And then, is there any chance at all that you would happen to have a hidden slice of chocolate peanut butter back there somewhere?
Chocolate peanut butter?
The peanut butter chocolate cake?
We just have the Reese's, the peanut butter and jelly cake.
Okay,
Yeah.
no stress. And then, may I also have the cold brew, please?
Which one?
Peanut butter.
The peanut butter, please.
Small or large?
Large.
Large beans?
Do you already have these like small stickers or just the
We
size?
only have those. Yeah. We only have the sticker packs as well, but they're all about the same size.
I think that's it.
Did you want a cookie?
Just the cream slice of cake and the cold brew?
That's it? Yeah, that's everything then.
Oh, do I have to do that?
Yes, you do. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, you too. I tried really hard to. I don't think she thought it was very funny, but I did try hard to see if they maybe had some
He was not sure about you.
hidden slices of the chocolate
I need
peanut butter
you to
cake.
do a shot for me now.
Okay.
You give me you give me this. Hi. So sit around. I want you to take the bag and the coffee and go over there. Behind the
Okay.
scenes, guys.
Great. Because I love being in the flow of traffic.
Go further back a bit. Why'd you walk away?
I don't know. You didn't say what you wanted me to do.
Stand over there. I want a picture. Right there's good.
Ha 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 hee hee hee.
You look thrilled. Just take a sip of your drink.
Trade. Oh, peanut butter cold brew is the absolute best from there. So when you go, Chris, get the peanut butter cold brew. It's the best. They just need a coffee express window. I totally 100% agree with that. They could just blow out part of this wall over here, or even just take out that. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll walk to the Disney store
Yeah.
since it'll be open now.
Yeah.
Okay. World of Disney, here we come. 11.
Can you tell them that's what we're doing for lunch?
I did not say that yet, I don't think.
Well, I guess I just did.
Oh, Makar, what a nice surprise to find you this morning. Yes, at Disney Springs with a little coffee from Gideon. So we got a cake slice.
I'll see you on the Grip Cruise next May.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be a lot of fun. We are now heading to World of Disney. So Taylor can take a little look around inside and see what.
Little looky-loo.
See what she might find.
That's what I called it yesterday.
Looky Lou, yeah. That's what you are sometimes. Nico, love the behind the scenes shots. I'm glad that you enjoy that because
Josh doesn't.
I don't enjoy it really that much at all. So I can't believe I got a large. Usually I just get a regular.
Is that what you asked for? Was a large?
Yeah.
Probably because who knows what
You-
will come back to.
You know what they
visit.
should do? If they really want to sell more large drinks, they should just say, would you like that large? Don't even give the option of like a regular. Just say, would you like that large? Renee, have a great day and weekend. Thank you. We hope you have a great day and weekend as well.
Used to say McDonald's would do like the supersize that or something like that.
Yes. And then after Super Size Me came out, then they like got rid of it. So yeah, we are in Disney Springs. I wanted to do like a little AMA of like cruising, ask me anything. You can also ask Taylor, but she doesn't have a mic. So because we don't do live streams all that often, sometimes I can't really trust what mic.
Oh, I gotta check out the corksicle.
I can't really trust what might come out of Taylor's mouth while we're walking around sometimes.
What is that supposed
You know.
to mean?
So it's better if we keep one hot mic to just one of us.
Whatever.
And we're gonna check out the corksicle stuff here. So Taylor really likes corksicle. She's got way too many cups already.
It looks like the vanilla rainbow ice cream I like.
It looks like the vanilla rainbow ice cream that Taylor likes.
Good.
I do love that they have like some really great designs though.
I have to fill this half the time.
Yeah, you would, huh? Oh, I love this.
What is it?
It's like for coffee and stuff.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
We have one of those coffee cups.
Yeah, I know. Omakar, oh, we do hear her. Perfect.
Cinderella and the Little Mermaid one are really cute too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know if
hopefully-
they can hear me from over
Hopefully, if Taylor's like way over there, hold on. You shouldn't be able to hear her. You should only be able to hear me, right? Like,
here. Can you hear me from over there?
I mean, maybe just barely in the distance.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Rude. Oh my gosh, you know what I should do while we're here?
What's that?
Because I haven't played since we were in Japan.
Oh my gosh, Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
So we were just, if you guys don't know, we were just in Pokemon, or
We were just in Pokemon.
we were just in Japan, and Taylor was playing a lot of Pokemon Go while we were over there. So, did you see Lilo and Stitch live action? We did. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good movie. You know, it had some good things to keep with the original. I did just see an interview though with Zach Galifianakis, because I think a lot of people kind of criticized his role. I was one of those people that like it seemed like he was like a little off in his character. Wasn't like as funny or like as
Yeah, I think people
fresh.
just were used to the animated one.
well.
so-
Apparently, he said that they did it. They filmed the movie during the strike, and so they had to like sign some type of contract or something to do it during the strike. And part of that was that they weren't allowed to ad lib or do anything like off script at all. Nothing whatsoever. They had to read exactly what the script said. And he said that that's kind of why maybe some of it turned out the way that it did. But I thought it was still a pretty good movie overall, so it wasn't bad. All right, we are heading into World of Disney right up here. Oh, gone are the times where you had to line up out here to get into the store. Omakar, Japan videos are fantastic. I'm really enjoying them. Thank you so much. I was just saying earlier how we would love to be able to get back to Japan tomorrow if we could, and stay there for even longer than what we did. 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks over there, just wasn't long enough. Behind the scenes of Taylor taking photos. And in we go.
I haven't come in this front door in a long time. We always come in the side.
Yeah. So, talking about...
Well, it's Chip Shark.
Oh yeah, of course.
Really cool. I like the color.
Oh yeah. So talking a little bit more about cruising in general, Taylor and I do have another cruise booked, but we have not disclosed it yet.
We have many cruises booked.
Oh, actually, I always forget that we do have quite a few cruises booked. But the next one we have not disclosed yet, but we will at a later date. It is a cruise line that we have not done before, an itinerary that we have not done before, but we have sailed
Places we haven't been before.
to... No, that's what I mean.
I said itinerary, but still.
Well, I mean, yeah, both locations we haven't been to. And, but the home port we have been to. So, should be interesting. Should be a lot of fun. Farrah, is Disney your favorite cruise line? You know, I think we really enjoy all of the cruise lines for different reasons. Disney is a great one.
You remember what a challenge it was for me to get this stinking jacket?
I don't remember.
I wear it like every day at home.
Disney's definitely a lot of fun. But Disney, as I've said in the past, would be like, if we're going to do the Caribbean, Disney would probably be my favorite to do in the Caribbean. Because if I'm going to the Caribbean, I want it to be relaxing. I want it to be stress-free. And to me, I think I just associate Caribbean cruising, oh, that's pretty nice, with Disney Cruise Line. So if we're going to do that, that's what I would do. But if I'm going anywhere else in the world, traveling, Taylor thinks she needs this one now.
Yeah, I do. Comes with a pack on it and everything.
If we're going anywhere else in the world, I don't think that I would do that. You know, we tried doing Disney last September on the Dream in Europe, and it was a total like failure for me. I wanted to relax, but I wanted to go out and explore the ports, and it just didn't work out. So, oh, those are cute.
Who's butt?
It was like, oh, it's Pooh's,
Oh, these are soft on the back.
Pooh's butt. So Disney's great, but it's certainly not my favorite. And I don't know that I really would have a favorite cruise line at the moment. What I will say is that Princess really jumped to the top. We've only done one of them, but it really jumped to the top on that Japan cruise because everything on that ship is so almost automated. It's so nice. When you go to get a drink, when you go to get food, anything, you just have that little medallion and they see it on the screen. You don't have to take it off. You don't have to tap it. You know, they can find you anywhere that you're out on the ship to deliver you food or drinks. They have great, you know, activities on board. So great excursions.
You know what I don't like about sequineers? Come closer. What I don't like about sequineers is when the headband is also sequin, because then it gets stuck in your hair.
Oh yeah.
I have a few pair of sequineers where just the ear is sequin and then the headband is not. They need to like note that that's an issue. But this bow is
You know what you should do? You should write a letter.
I knew you were going to say that. We've been quoting White Chicks a lot recently.
Yeah, Princess was really great. So I would say Princess is pretty close to the top. They're a little bit more like on the pricier side of cruising, but definitely worth it, I think. You know, $60 a day gets you really great Wi-Fi, 2 casual restaurant meals throughout the length of the sailing, drinks, prepaid gratuities, and that's $60 a day. You know, you go into...
These.
Oh, those are
buy
nice. Yeah.
Because the headband part is not sequins.
Yeah.
But hold on, I love
So,
this.
you know, on Royal Caribbean, you know, you got to pay like $85 a day.
I've always wanted one of these. And this is a lounge fly.
Is it really? A lounge fly. Wow.
I've always wanted a Mickey-shaped bag like this.
Look at that.
This is giving a Becca Bloom style bag. If anybody knows who Becca Bloom is now.
No idea.
On TikTok.
don't know why, but I love it.
Monica, so excited Disney will be porting out of Galveston all year, starting in 2026. Yeah, I don't know. Did they announce what ship that was going to be, or ships? I guess you could say. That would be really great information to know. Don't think I've seen that yet.
Look,
Oh, that's nice.
we have a pink one that says Walt Disney World.
Oh, they do.
I'm not really big into spiritual.
So I think that's what we're waiting to see, is what is going to be the ship that's going to be there all year long.
Because they're restocking already.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Did we do Geo 82 yet? We did not. So we actually haven't even stepped into the theme parks, really. We actually went to Universal, excuse me, yesterday. And we're going to go back over to Universal later this evening.
She
Excuse
said
me.
they've only had that design a few days, but she said they've been selling out super fast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she said that's like why they're constantly restocking.
That's crazy.
I really like them.
Are you going to get it?
I wish they had that, like they said, Walt Disney World with the characters on it in the light blue.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like that Magic Kingdom one better.
Are you going to get that pink one? Is Taylor going to get it?
Will I wear it?
I don't know. I mean, I won't wear it, so. Did we go to Epic Universe yet? Great question, Omakar.
Spirit jerseys.
If and when we go to Epic Universe, you will literally be the first one to know. But we have not gone yet, and we don't have any plans to go anytime in the immediate future. Mostly because we've just been seeing that they've been having a lot of issues with the park.
Maybe this fall.
So either later this summer or earlier in the fall, maybe, when they've had the chance to like really kind of iron some of the things out. Because right now it just seems like, you know, you go in and like only one thing's running, the show's not working, whatever. So I'm not used to talking so much. My throat's getting dry. So we aren't going anytime soon. But when we do, you will be the first to know.
Oh, they have a purple one of those too. You're like struggling.
I know. My throat's drying out. My coffee's not helping. It's making it worse, I think. Look at that. Oh yeah, those are nice Loungefly bags. That's what they had on the cruise. A little bit different though with the Disney Cruise Line characters. I went to the preview in April. I wrote everything and saw every show. It was amazing, and I loved it so much. I mean, for everybody that's gone and had a great time, it looks absolutely stunning. The rides look amazing. I know we want to go and meet Toothless. You know, so we do want to go. We're excited to go. Obviously, we're going to be going to HHN. That's cool.
I wasn't sure if you were showing stuff I was looking at.
Yeah, there you go. That's what Taylor's looking at right now. We're going to be going to HHN in September. So maybe when we do that, because we're going to stay over on property, we'll mix that in with Epic, assuming that we can get a ticket with our annual pass. So that's kind of, you know, the other thing too is that like it's not included with annual passes, so we have to buy a ticket, and to buy a ticket, it has to be available. So. But you'll be the first to know. Now, the reason I say that Omakar will be the first to know is because she's part of our YouTube members. So our YouTube membership people get first insight to some of the things that we're doing. So, and believe it or not, actually, that trip in September will be part of a cruise series. So you'll get to see that. Anything else you're looking at, Taylor?
The light blue stuff, but I also like that white shirt. So I was debating if I wanted that Mickey Mouse, or if I wanted the Magic Kingdom Spirit jersey. Do I want to pay that much money for a Spirit jersey that I'm going to wear like one time? That's the question.
I don't know.
Do you like that blue Mickey shirt, or do you like the white one that's over there?
Well, knowing Taylor, blue would probably be better than white.
Why?
Because you spill stuff on yourself. They're nice shirts, though.
It's like big. Is it like an oversized?
Those look a little oversized.
This one is small.
Oh, yeah. Well, they have it tied up there in that one.
Do you think I'm gonna wear it like that?
Well, no, but I'm just saying. Is that what you're getting? Okay.
I've been noticing I like stuff that like will look good for years and years to come. Do you know what I mean?
Instead of doing like the trendy stuff?
Yeah, like I like, you know, these favorite jerseys obviously have been around for a while now, but like I just like, I know in like 20 years, a shirt with Mickey Mouse and Central Disney World on it, I can still wear this. Not that I'll still have this shirt in 20 years, but I'm just saying. 'Cause,
Sure.
Like, my great grandma had a ton of stuff that was like vintage looking, but has now all come back in style. Like there's been stuff that we've seen in stores that like we literally already have it because my great grandma bought it in like the early 90s or like the late 80s and kept it.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No? Okay. I'm in a car sitting at the airport near my grandkids in Iowa, heading home to Pittsburgh today. Well, I hope you have a safe and good flight. Back to the Steel City. What to do? What to do?
What do you mean? What?
I don't know. What are you gonna do? You still shopping? You still looking?
I was actually thinking maybe we go over to Disney Style.
Oh, now we're gonna go to Disney style.
Well, might as well.
I mean, when you're in Disney Springs, right? So we're going to Chicken Guy after this, so we kind of have to eat some time up till about 11.
Should I just do like a mobile checkout?
Yeah, if you want.
Side here.
I mean, it's not really a long line. You could just go get in line. McKenna, hello. Haven't seen you in forever. Hope you're doing well. McKenna.
Well, do you have your Disney credit card on you?
I don't. So I was just gonna say you could just Apple Pay.
I don't have the Disney, like to get the discount.
I don't have it on me.
Is that the card that you have on your Disney app?
I don't know. All right, while Taylor figures out what she's going to do there for checking out. What? Huh? I was gonna go wait outside.
You always do this.
I almost thought it said that shirt was like $50. I was like, what?
Okay, my Disney Visa card's on
There you
there.
go. Perfect.
So I was like, if I don't get my, it's only 10%, but still, if I don't get my 10% discount,
All right, I'm gonna go wait outside. Looks like it. McKenna, anytime that we come down, you guys are on an epic adventure. Trying to convince Tony to go down before the wine and dine to do epic. Oh, those are speakers right there. We won't go right there. So, yeah, it's really funny. So we do photography and videography for like weddings and stuff like that. That's part of our business. But before that, we used to do a lot of like photo sessions for families, couples, whatnot around the parks and the resorts and things like that. And it's really sad because a lot of them want to come back and get photos with us, and we don't, we're not around to do that. So, we're McKenna's right. Like we're always somewhere, and it's not ever usually here. So yeah. Kinley, do you guys not have APs? No AP discount? No, we actually we come to Disney so little, we don't have our annual passes anymore. We actually let them lapse. So we have our Universal ones because we do come over to Universal more than we come over to Disney. But it's just it just couldn't justify the means. So.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. You ready?
What were you talking about?
Disney style? McKenna had said about us not ever being here whenever they come down. She's trying to convince Tony to come down before Wine and Dine. I think they're going to do Wine and Dine.
Oh.
Speaking of Wine and Dine,
We were looking at Wine and Dine, but we have a wedding that weekend.
actually, Taylor has a wedding that she has to shoot photography.
We actually talked about that yet.
And I don't technically have to be there. So I was thinking about trying to...
No, wait, this is not how you get to Disney style.
Oh, I was thinking that was that one. Yeah, never mind. See, that's how long it's been since we've been here.
It has not been that long.
But I was going to try to get a bib for Wine and Dine through our charity, but I haven't done that yet. So, but if you guys don't know, I am running in January. I'm coming back to do marathon weekend. We're going to only be able to do Goofy this year, but I'll be live streaming both events, the half marathon and the marathon. And I may or may not be dressing up for half marathon. So
We'll see.
we'll see. I've been doing really well and keeping with a regular routine of... can you let me finish?
Regular enough, I guess.
I've been staying with a very regular routine of going to the gym and
Oh, to the gym.
exercising. And I haven't been running as regularly. But the funny thing is that because I've been going to the gym so much, it's been compensating for running a little less, right? So I just did the half marathon in Pittsburgh in 2 hours and 40 seconds. I wanted to get under 2 hours, but I blame it on needing to go to the bathroom as the race started. So literally, I think I made it almost the first mile, came up to the first set of porta potties, and then I had to pee, and I peed for 60 seconds. So if I wouldn't have stopped for that, it'd have been fine. But
Because I forgot about Polite Pig.
you know what? I'm not a fan of Polite
Polite
Pig.
Pig's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that.
That mac and cheese is the best ever. Your arm hurt or something?
It does, yes. Trey, hello. So I'll be running a marathon weekend. I'll be live streaming half marathon and the full marathon, and potentially dressing up for the half. So I'll be running again. Friend Tyler, who ran with me, we skipped this past year, 2025, but in 2024, we ran together. Crystal will be there. I'm sure you've seen her before for Love of the Mouse, her and Bryson. So it'll be a lot of fun. We're actually going to be doing a wedding on the Disney Dream before that, and then getting off and going and doing the runs that weekend. So should be fun. And then hopefully later next week we'll reveal some other things that we'll be doing for other cruises and things like that. So we'll see. You guys will have to just wait and
Stay
find out.
tuned.
Yeah, walk and talk. Yeah, it's a walk and talk for sure. It's an AMA supposed to be for cruising stuff, but
AMA. Do people actually call it that? Or do you call it that?
no, that's what it's called. Ask me anything. Yep. Sometimes Taylor thinks that just because she hasn't heard of something doesn't mean that she thinks that it's not real.
Well, because I'm a little
So-
more involved in social media than you are.
But
Mister, I don't even know a TikTok sound when I hear it.
I don't even know what a TikTok is. What is a
Yeah,
TikTok?
Exactly.
How did you like the gym on the Dream? I think the gym on the Dream is like most gyms
Yeah, it was fine.
that we've seen on cruise ships.
They didn't have a Smith machine though.
They're usually pretty small. They only have a handful of free weights, and then usually some machines. So my best advice to use it, if you do have a regular lifting routine, when you go on a cruise, if you're planning to go to the gym, I would just say plan to do like a full body exercise.
Or just run or walk.
So, because it does get really crowded in there, and people are like standing over each other trying to use weights. So, you know, if you're gonna go in, just plan to do it that way. So, Omakar, you guys have the most amazing life. Thanks for taking us along. Thank you. It is very busy sometimes,
A
and
little crazy.
definitely can be stressful with all the travel, but we are definitely blessed, and it is really, really great. So we have a good time. Hashtag blessed. Caitlin, hi guys.
That's why Josh doesn't put a mic on me.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. See, that's hot mic. But apparently Omakar said she could hear you.
No,
So
she couldn't.
she said she could.
Just now she couldn't.
Hopefully.
I didn't say anything.
On camera, right? So, hi Caitlin. Hopefully work's going well for you. Or maybe you're not maybe you're not there, I don't know. Have we been to Epic? We have not been to Epic yet. We won't go to Epic until probably the fall. We're gonna let everything kind of mellow out. We want to go in and not have.
Let them get through the summer and get the kinks worked out.
Yeah, we want to be able to go and have a good experience the whole way through. So. Oh, I am at work, and Omakar said yes. I heard that. So she can hear this mic.
No.
This mic must really be picking up the distances.
I didn't say anything. That's what I mean.
Oh.
She couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay.
Nobody
Wow,
can
look how long it's been since we've been here.
Tell me about it, buddy.
It's been so long since we've been here. The last time that we were here at Disney Springs, they did not have this covering area.
I really don't even remember when we were here last.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They did not have the covering for Chicken Guy. That's how long it's been since we've been. Pretty crazy. Kaylin said, oh, we can hear Taylor clearly. Can you hear Taylor now? Can you hear Taylor? Hopefully you can't hear her all the way over there.
I mouthed words to you that
Oh. Right.
Alright, we gotta get over here.
Uh,
We're walking too slow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This opens in 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Chris D says, by the way, this is table 79. LOL, I'm glad I caught this.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because we were table 81.
Yeah. Hello, Chris. Yeah, so we just came off the Disney Dream, which was a great time. Trey, you go ahead. I'll catch up. Get walking, Josh. I can't. It's like really hard to like hold this and walk at the same time and try to keep it from bouncing all over the place. Have we seen any of the shows at Hollywood Studios? We haven't. So we haven't been into the Disney theme parks in quite a while. You know, Disney just isn't. The Disney theme parks just aren't. They're not a priority for us anymore. You know, Disney's really great, and I've said this many times before. We love Disney. The Disney parks are fantastic. They're a lot of fun. They're great to experience. But, you know, there's so much of the world to go and see. And it's just, you know, I don't take anything away from anybody who loves going to Disney World every single year and going multiple times a year. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But for Taylor and I, we really want to experience the world, and we don't want to experience just the countries that Disney puts in Epcot, you know what I mean? So we're not really worried about like seeing a brand new show in Hollywood Studios, or you know, necessarily seeing the new parade coming to Magic Kingdom. We'll eventually get there and see that stuff, but it's not a priority for us, you know? So, Christy, then the parks are getting really expensive, especially compared to other vacation types. Absolutely. I mean, for a family of 4 to go to Disney World, and you know, even just staying at the value resorts, which are like now like $250 a night. You know, they used to be like $75, and now they're $250. They include less than what they used to. So you know, I mean, for that same amount of money, you can go somewhere else and experience a little bit more of the world. And, you know, and of course, Taylor and I don't have any kids, so we have a little bit of a less to think about, and financially speaking anyways, you know, we don't have to worry about that as much either. So favorite Royal Caribbean cruise ship. Oh my gosh. Favorite one, I'm gonna have to say, is probably the Ovation, which we did to Alaska. That was a really great one. And I really liked Harmony when we did that too. That was a good ship as well. Let's see. Chris, unfortunately back in PA, that does stink. Got to see the world and even more of the US for sure. Omakar, I completely agree about Disney. I also let my annual pass lapse, and now I only go along with my grandkids when their families go. So much to do and see in the world. Absolutely. Oh, Taylor's come out already. She's got a look of disgust on her face.
A look of disappointment because.
Oh no.
Well, I noticed this started happening like a couple years ago with just like a few items, but now it's like you used to come to Disney Style and it was like different merchandise than what you got at like World of Disney and the other stuff. It was like
unique,
more unique items, and now it's like I literally saw all this stuff over in World of Disney.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I totally get, like, you have to sell and make money, and it is definitely a risk when you make things that are a little bit more unique
and just put in
right?
one place.
And put in one place. But that does kind of take away from, you know,
well,
like...
it's just like Galaxy's Edge, like how
right.
you could only get the merch in Galaxy's Edge, and now you can get it up at the front of the park, and now
yeah.
you can get some of the stuff at like Disney Springs.
Right. So it kind of stinks, but...
Yeah.
Taylor, favorite Royal Caribbean cruise ship that we've been on so far?
I mean, I like the big ones, but I actually think I liked Independence better.
Oh, Independence. I said Ovation.
I liked Ovation too.
Independence was pretty good though.
I liked Ovation because the solarium was really cool, of like how it was so enclosed and like you could still be outside when it was cold.
Yeah.
Or out, you know, outside in the glass area.
Right. Great ship for in the cold water.
I did like that. I just didn't. The only thing I didn't like on the Ovation. Well, I guess the Oasis class ships are like that too. You like can't walk through. It's like deck 6 or 7 or something. You can't just keep walking across. Where I like on the Disney ships on deck 3, 4, and 5, you can like walk the whole length of the deck.
Yeah.
Where on like some of the royal ships you can't do that. It's like closed off because there's like a bar there or a restaurant there or whatever. That drives me crazy. Because then you got to go. Not that it's that big of a deal, but like
you got to go down or up.
You've got an idea of where you're going, and then you've got to like reroute.
Sure.
So. You
well,
can start a line.
I guess we're gonna start a line.
Because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. I guess we're gonna start a line. Into Chicken Guy. Oh, I'd love to do Independence. So yeah, Independence is a pretty good ship. We had a really great time when we did it. We did it actually right as the cruise lines were beginning to reopen. So you could go back and watch that series if you haven't watched it already, or anybody out there that's watching this and hasn't watched it. You know, we did that in 2021, I think. And I think we booked it like just right around Black Friday. And it was super, super cheap. Again, it was like they were just getting cruising back open for most of the places. I think we got a drink package for like, it was like, it had to have been like $50 a person. Like, I mean, it was dirt cheap. So it worked out really well in that case. But it's a great ship. It's a smaller ship. Probably the size of the Fantasy and the Dream, Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy, I think. Or at least right around there. But, you know, the funny thing is like for us, I've been finding that the more that we cruise, I am slowly, and it might be because we don't have kids, but I've been really enjoying the smaller ships. They just have a little bit more of like an intimate feel with them. And of course, like there's less people overall on board as well. So I've been kind of enjoying that a little bit more. Also, a lot of times the smaller ships are a little bit less expensive because they've been out for, you know, 10 or 20 years. And, you know, the other thing too is that like a lot of people always ask us like, you know, like what, I don't think so. They're supposed to open at 11. Oh, they might be. Look at that. Yeah. So I said I was starting a line, and well, whatever. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh my gosh. I don't know. We've just people always ask us about like our favorite ship or whatever, but really when it comes to cruising, like I think nowadays Taylor and I really try to find stuff that is we look more for the itinerary and the experience of where we're going rather than like the ship and status of the ship or luxury of the ship. Because again, like when we are doing especially cruises in Europe or in Japan now or somewhere else, we really don't spend that much time on the ship. When we're in port, we usually go out first thing in the morning and we try not to come back until closer to all aboard time. We want to spend as much time as we possibly can in that port, in that country, in that city, wherever we're going. And so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to spend, in our opinion, a lot of money on a more luxury style because of the fact that, we're not really there, so it's, it's just, it just all depends on what you want to do. So, okay, well, we are in line. We're going to eat lunch here at Chicken Guy, and then we're going back to the hotel. We're going to go back over to, not the Epic, we're going back over to Universal today. So, with that being said, what's been your favorite European itinerary? That'd be the Med. I really did love the one that we did with Iceland and Norway and all that, but the Med by far has been my favorite. I would love to go back and do the Med again. As a matter of fact, if we found cheap enough rates next month in July and we could like make it work within our schedule, I would do it. So we'll see.
I want like everything.
Taylor wants one of everything from the menu.
Fried pickled chips, mac and cheese, loaded the fries with the super melty cheese and chicken, and
it is really good. All right, y'all.
Oh gosh, I'm so
Thanks for
hungry.
being here, asking questions. If you do have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. You can message us, shoot us an email, whatever. Doesn't matter. The next video we're going to have is also, again, from the Diamond Princess in Japan. We've got a lot of videos coming out from that. The series launches every Monday and podcasts on every Friday, and then some other videos sprinkled in on Wednesday. So we will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.